Shalom, call all you have about Shin Yahweh. I've been going over the news and looking at these videos, and I've just been seeing different stuff that's going on around the world, which I'll get into some other topics on another lesson, but there's one in particular because I don't see too many people bringing this stuff out, and this the shit that Esau promote. Now, I'm finna mute this shit because I don't want to hear that shit, but I'm going to let it play just a little bit, and this goes to show why the Most High going to make a lake of fire out of this damn place, because it's shit like this. This player, let me skip past this. Because you see it, like, especially when you be on your day-to-day walk or whatever, and you see this shit out in the public. All right, come on, man. How people supposed to be in a different estate, man? That's another reason why 7 women gonna take hold of one man, too, because they gonna see all this pussy-ass shit going on. And then they gonna be like, they want a real man. And they gonna want to be around this weak-ass shit. Now, girls, they think it's cute. Once shit hit the fan, though, and they see motherfuckers getting mowed down and getting judged, hey, they gonna turn into the mighty man. They ain't gonna be trying to cleave shit on a little weak. Like a pirate. I ain't gonna use the other term because they strike you shit, and they might strike you with this and label it as that speech. So you know, you gotta speak in a certain manner. And this what our people doing though, man. This the shit. This should irk your damn nerves. Listen to the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 9. It says love. It says, hold on, let me go back to it. Yep. It says, let love be without dissimulation, abhor that which is evil, cleave to that which is good. So you really should hate evil. Because people be talking about, oh, you shouldn't hate. Nah, hell no. There's certain stuff that you shouldn't be tolerating and dealing with. Shouldn't just be like, oh, I'm going to love everything. Just love and love. That's some bullshit that Esau be pushing out. Now, let me see, I'm going to pull some more precepts. It's in the book of Psalms, chapter 97, verse 10. It says, oh, you who love the Lord, Yahweh, hate evil. But you're supposed to love everything, though. It says, he preserves the souls of his saints. He delivers them from the hand of the wicked. And you Akim that go through stuff, man, hey, when you escape certain situations, you could be one of them saints. You could be one of them men. The Most High help you out, make sure you get through stuff. You be straight. You got your dwelling place. You can eat. You got substance. You know, and your mind on point, you know what's really going on. I'm going to read some more precepts, though, since they popped up on the side. I wasn't even going to get them. But it's in the book of Amos, chapter 5, verse 15. It says, hate evil and love good, establish justice in the gate. Perhaps the Lord, with the power of hosts, will be gracious to the remnant of Joseph, which is talking about our people as well. You're supposed to love good things. And in society now, people look at you crazy because you love good stuff. But like, if you go around saying, no, I ain't gonna fuck with this woman because she got a man. Yeah, have a nigga be like, shit, she giving it up, why not? You supposed to hate shit like that. Let me see. It's in the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 6. It says, in purity, knowledge, patience, and kindness, and the Holy Spirit and sincere love. That's how you really supposed to be. That's the mind frame you're supposed to be. Not that fake love. That fake love is loving everything. You can't love everything because there's going to be some stuff that shouldn't sit well with you. Now, let me read on some more. That's another precept on the pool. I'm actually getting to. Okay, yeah, this is going to be the last precept, and I'm going to get to the other scriptures I was going to get into. It's in the book of Psalms, chapter 34, verse 14. It says, depart from evil and do good. Seek peace and pursue it. So, and women be talking about, oh, what a man want. That's really what a man of the Lord want. Peace of mind. To be at peace with your loved ones, people around you. That's all a real man really wants, just some peace. You don't want all that drama, all that bullshit. Life already throw us enough. So we seek peace. And the scriptures say that. Seek peace. Seek peace and pursue it. You're supposed to pursue that peace like that peace just stole something from you. Now let me get back into this though. Like I say, I'm not gonna play the volume because I don't want to hear this shit. But this was being promoted, man. But a man saying that he want his women to be in order, have multiple wives, and all this stuff, they look at you like you don't lost your damn mind. And they look at this and say, oh, he bold and proud and all this other dumbass shit. And I was just trying to skip through and see what else they showing it, but I'm gonna just pause it, get off that shit. Now, in the book of Genesis, I'm gonna read on down, and I'm gonna end this off, 'cause I don't want to stretch this video out too long. So I'm gonna get to the main points. So in the book of Genesis, chapter 19, I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "And there came two angels to Sodom at even, and Lot sat in the gate of Sodom. And Lot, seeing them, rose up to meet them. And he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, Behold, now my lords, turn in, I pray you, unto your servant's house, and tarry all night, and wash your feet, and you shall rise up early and go on your ways. And they said, Nay, we will abide in the street all night. And he pressed upon them greatly. And they turned in unto him, and entered into his house. And he made them a feast, and did bake unleavened bread. And they did eat. But before they lay down, the men of the city, even the men of Sodom, could pass the house round about, both old and young. And that's what's going on now. You got these old Sodomite niggas and these young Sodomite niggas running around. And that's why the Most High gonna burn this fucking place up. Now it says, all the young people from every quarter, I said all the people from every quarter, and they called unto Lot and said unto him, Where are the men which came in to thee this night? Bring them out unto us, that we may know them. And how you know somebody? You fuck them. That's really how you know somebody. Like when girls be like, oh, get to know me and all that. Nah, you really want to know how that chick is and how she gonna act? Just put that rod in there and see how she act afterwards. Then you really know how she really is. But anyway, it says, and Lot went out at the door unto them and shut the door after him and said, I pray you, brethren, do not so wickedly, because that's shit wicked. And then they were trying to get at the angels. Now it says, Behold, now I have two daughters which have not known man, which they was virgins. It says, Let me, I pray you, bring them out unto you, and do ye to them as it is good in your eyes, only until these men do nothing. But therefore came they under the shadow of my roof. And they said, Stand back. And they said again, This one fellow came in to sojourn, and he will needs be a judge. Now we will deal worse with thee than with them. So they was talking about some wild ass junk, what they was trying to do. It says, and they pressed sore upon the man, even Lot came near to break the door. That's how bad these bandits, when they get in there, they trying to break the door, man. It says, but the men put forth their hand and pulled a light into the house to them and shut the door, and they smote the man that were at the door with blindness, both small and great, so that they wearied themselves to find the door. I'm reading on some more. It says, in verse 12, it says, And the men said unto Lot, Hast thou here any besides? Because at this time, hey, the angels seen what all they had to see. Like, this was really going on down here. And they knew they was coming to do their job to help deliver Lot. And that's what's going to happen in these times, too. When the Most High judge this place, the scriptures also said he should send his angels to gather his remnant. So everybody not going to die. People always talk about, well, everybody got to die. Everybody not going to die, man. But anyway, it says, Son-in-law, and thy sons, thy daughters, and whatsoever thou hast in the city, bring them out of this place, for we will destroy this place, because the cry of them is waxed great before the face of the Lord. And the Lord Yahweh hath sent us to destroy it. And Lot went out and spake unto his sons-in-law, which married his daughters, and said, Up, get you out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city. But he seemed as one that mocked unto his sons-in-law. And I says, As when the morning rose, and the angels hastened Lot, saying, Arise, take thy wife and thy two daughters which are here, lest thou be consumed in the iniquity of the city. While he lingered, the men laid hold upon his hand, and upon the hand of his wife, and upon the hand of his two daughters. The Lord being merciful, because that's mercy. He could just be like, you know what, I'm finna wipe everybody out. But he had mercy on a certain man, which was Lot and his people. Now it says, And they brought him forth, and set him without the city. And it came to pass, and when they brought him forth abroad, he said, Escape for thy life, look not behind thee, neither stay thou in all the plain, escape to the mountain, lest thou be consumed. And Lot said unto them, Oh, not so, my Lord. Behold, now thy servant hath found grace in thy sight, and thou hast magnified thy mercy, which thou hast showed unto me, and saving my life, and I cannot escape to the mountain, lest some evil take me and I die. Behold, now the city is near to flee unto thee, and it is as a little one. Oh, let me escape thither. Is it not a little one, and my soul shall live? And he said unto him, See, I have accepted thee concerning this thing. Also, thou wilt not overthrow this city, which thou hast spoken. Haste thee, escape thither, for I cannot do anything till thou become thither. Therefore the name of the city was called Zoar. I'm gonna jump down to the other point. It's still in the same chapter in Genesis 19, chapter 20, verse 24, I should say. It says, "Then the Lord rained upon Sodom and Gomorrah brimstone and fire from the Lord out of heaven, and he overthrew those cities, and all the plain and all the inhabitants of those cities which grew upon the ground." And that place, which Lot's wife looked back, she got turned to a pillar of salt, of course. Some of you familiar with that story. But that place still over there to this day. I was looking at a video online. They was trying to say, let me see if I can find it real quick. They was trying to say that it's up under the Red Sea or something like that, which is not. They actually had scholars and archaeologists actually go over there and scoop up some of that soil and light it on fire, which if you go look at some of my old videos, I made a video on that, basically going into this same topic. But they made the video showing how when they lit the actual soil on fire, that shit turned purple and that shit was melting the spoon. So that same place still stands to this day, man. And that's what this place over here that we in right now gonna be made. It's gonna be made a memorial. It's gonna be Sodom and Gomorrah times 100. Because our people, man, and they know these stories. You bring these stories out, and a lot of these pastors, they don't even bring this out because they be trying to please everybody and don't want to ruffle no feathers, so to speak. So they just be like, oh, just love everybody. God loves everybody. Well, reading this story, no, he don't. If he love everybody, he ain't gonna let no fire rain upon no city and wipe it out. Nah. Going to the book of Romans, and I'm gonna end this up. And this is why, because people ask like, well, why people be like that? Do they be born like that? Just in the book of Romans. This why a lot of people ain't like Paul either, because he was getting on them about their bullshit. I mean, always talking about his messages was contradicting or whatever. No, it wasn't no smooth words. No. Let me see exactly where I want to go at. Okay. It's the book of Romans, chapter 1, I'm starting verse 24, and I'm just end off with the rest of these verses. It says, "Wherefore Yahweh also gave them up to uncleanness through the lust of their own hearts." It says, "To dishonor their own bodies between themselves, who changed the truth of Yahweh into a lie." And that's what Esau did. People be like, oh, when we was in slavery, they gave us this book. Nah, they changed the truth into a lie. And they ain't even allow us to read it. So now, with us being able to read it and fully understand it and comprehend it, that's why they shook up. That's why the elites hiding in bunkers, because they know when the Most High sends his prophets and messengers that kingdom about to fall. So they going up into space, they going into their little bunkers, and they little submarines or they submersible boats to try to hide out from the judgment, but they ain't gonna be able to hide, because the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, and that reach everywhere. Now it says, and worship and serve the creature more than the creator, which they go on still to this day. I was just talking to this woman about that. Like, yeah, people, they be worshiping stones and talking about chakras and all that shit. Worshiping the stars. But they worshiping the creation more than the creator. And the Most High ain't with that. Now, in verse 26, it says, "For this cause Yahweh gave them up unto vile affections. For even their woman did change the natural use until which is against nature," I should say. And it says, "And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, burning their lust one toward another, men with men working out which is unseemly, and receiving in themselves that recompense of the error which was meet." And that's what's going to happen on this damn place, man. The judgment is going to take place. And if you know about any of this stuff, and you can get yourself together, get yourself together. Don't wait till the last minute. Like the scriptures say, "See the Lord where he may be found." Don't wait till the last minute and you see everything is at its peak, and you want to be, "Oh, Lord, Lord, help me out. Oh, Jesus," or whatever you're going to say. And you think it's just going to be sweet like that, because if you ain't been seeking out and trying to apply this stuff, how about Shin Yahushua ain't trying to hear that shit. So I just want to bring this out, man. Moses, when this is edifying, call away, how about Shin Yahushua. Shalom to the left.